I've had like 4 hours of sleep for like 2 weeks every night. This is Everett, who gets to stay in that awesome room. Hi, my name is Kaitlyn from Beebout Design, and welcome to my One Room Challenge. I decided to start Beebout Design after about 3 years ago. My husband and I totally renovated our first condo together, and I decided I just had to go for it and really try because life's too short. You gotta do what you're passionate about, and design is one of those things. Now we're in my new home. Although we're in a brand new house, I am one of those crazy people that wants to tear up everything and change everything. And we kicked it off with the baby boy dino nursery. Before we transformed the space, the room was really a blank white box. We had the builder grade carpet in there with the creamy white yellowy walls, and then just the basic window in there. So it was really a blank slate and an opportunity to transform the room. I was 7 and 8 months pregnant when we were doing it. So I did have some extra hands. I couldn't do a lot of the painting, but I was definitely there when we were doing the board and batting, doing all the caulking and nailing, and getting down on my hands and knees, which I really do think helped go for a smooth delivery with all the activity I did towards the end there. You know, the inspiration for my first nursery really came from that wallpaper I saw, and I just knew I had to have it in the room. And that was done by this UK artist, Sian Zhang, and she has beautiful whimsical papers that are perfect for kids' spaces. And it's green boy, but it's also traditional and classic and a little bit vintage, which is a spin I love to take on the room. I do hear that wallpaper is easy to install, but because I was 8 months pregnant, I did not want to be climbing on a ladder, so we did hire out for that project. Aside from the wallpaper, I knew I wanted to incorporate some wood paneling, so I went with the board and batten. I pulled the green from the wallpaper, and then once I found that green crib, I loved that it was tone on tone in the room, and every piece just came in together from there. So that room has 10-foot ceilings, so I wanted to bring our eyes up, so I went with 6-foot high board and batten paneling. Our walls, being a new home, unfortunately have the orange peel texture on them. So instead of having to retexture the walls, what we did was purchase MDF paneling to put over. But due to the height of the ceiling and the width of the walls, there were seams, so definitely a challenge making sure each seam was smooth and filling it in with lots of putty, lots of sanding, and then doing lots of coats of primer and paint to get it as smooth as possible. It's a low-cost DIY project. I would say we probably spent around $300 to $400 on all the materials. If you have smooth walls, you'll cut out even $150 off that because you won't need the MDF paneling. And all you need is a chop saw, a nail gun, and some caulking and wood putty, and you're good to go. Although the walls have a lot going on with the wallpaper and the board and batting, I did feature one piece of artwork above the campaign dresser by Sharon Montrose, and she takes gorgeous, adorable animal photography that has a modern twist. So I threw in the baby porcupine in there that I've had for a few years. One of my favorite pieces in the room is a Craigslist find, is the campaign dresser. I've been hoarding it for probably about 5 years, and I knew that was going to be a perfect piece for a nursery because it's a great height for a changing table and the scale for a kid's space, and I'm never going to get rid of it. One of my favorite places to find light fixtures is actually on Etsy. There's a lot of great artists out there putting out amazing lights, and there's lots of budget-friendly pieces on there. So that's where I found our light fixture for the room. And I wanted to incorporate some pops of brass, so you'll see that around the space. So that has brass and then the beautiful opaque globe lights on there. With little kids, it's always great to have a sitting area to sit and read books. So another Craigslist find that I had was my butterfly chair. The leather butterfly cover comes from this maker called Circa 50 that you can find 4 different sizes for your butterfly chair covers if you have the authentic vintage frames. So over a weekend during the One Room Challenge, we ripped out the old carpet and installed the laminate flooring that we had in the rest of our home. It was an easy project. It pops right in place. You just need a couple saws and some extra hands around. The style of the room, as you can tell, there's lots of traditional elements blending in vintage, but I also wanted to bring in some more, modern, on-trend styles that are going on right now. And so I found the perfect Moroccan shag rug that has a bit of hint of green to pull in from the walls, and I feel like it really ties in the space of blending, modern and traditional together. One of the fun parts of design is pulling together all your ideas, making your mood board, picking each piece, but you never know truly how it's going to come together and feel until you install it. So I am just so happy and in love with my room. I think every piece is perfectly cohesive together, and there's the just right amount of special touches, and I'm so happy to share the room with you. And I can't wait to finish the rest of my house and share it with you all. So everyone thinks with the new house that you shouldn't change anything, you can't bring in any character, but I think that idea is totally wrong, and based on my one-room challenge, you can transform any room, no matter the age of the house, and add in as much character as you want. It just takes a little elbow grease. Thank you so much for watching.